Hey, what's up, people? Pizzal here, and today I want to talk to you guys about 1992's Ghostwatch. And I hardly know where to begin when it comes to discussing this movie or coming at it from the point of view of doing a traditional review, so bear with me. I'll probably be all over the place with this review of Ghostwatch. I'll do my best in editing to keep it as concise as possible, so excuse me in advance. But I do want to say before I go any further into this review of Ghostwatch that this movie is a triumph on each and every level. Now, on the surface, Ghostwatch is a paranormal investigation that ostensibly aired live on BBC One during prime time on Halloween night, in which a reporter and a camera crew went into this house that was supposedly haunted. You have a single mother and two young daughters, and for months they've just been terrorized by some sort of malevolent force in their house. We cut back and forth from what's going on inside the house to the studio at the BBC One. We have this very distinguished yet somewhat skeptical host. We've got a parapsychologist. There's a whole call center set up there for people to call in live and talk about their own paranormal encounters. And this part of the movie, it pretty much plays out like your typical spook house movie. Now, granted, Ghostwatch predates Insidious, The Conjuring, all of those movies that we've just been sort of inundated with here in the past, 5 or so years. I like to call them spook house movies. You know the score. There's some sort of malevolent entity in a house. It's tormenting the occupants of the house. Things get more and more out of hand as the movie goes on. You know the score. However, the execution of Ghostwatch when it comes to these spook house kind of tropes is expertly handled. And it's all about the subtlety and how the movie very slowly draws the viewer in deeper and deeper and deeper. There's nothing over the top as far as, the spooky goings on inside the house. It's your typical sort of banging coming from the walls. You've got ghostly cats meowing and hissing from inside the walls. You've got pipes rattling and being beaten on. Occasionally you see something that you think was there, but you're not sure if it was there. They handle this part of the film just so expertly and in such a subtle way that not going over the top lends a reality to everything that's going on within this part of the film. And they also do an expert job of just the veneer of this is live, this is really happening, the way that they shoot this part of the movie, the way that the acting is done, how the reporters are doing the reporting, and we go back and forth from the studio to the house, and we have cameras set up in different rooms, and it's all very much like what you would see of a true live broadcast in this kind of paranormal investigation scenario. So the movie draws you in. It's very subtle. It feels very much real. The spook house elements in the film are handled extremely well. But the true brilliance of Ghostwatch is in that it's all staged. It was all written. It was all acted out. It was all directed just like a movie. And it was broadcast live on the BBC during prime time on Halloween night. And it basically scarred an entire nation. Ghostwatch is so well done, it fooled all of the UK. People were really calling in the number on screen and talking about their own paranormal encounters. They were talking about things that they saw, in the movie. There were so many complaints about children returning home from trick-or-treating, sitting down and eating their Snickers bars and Milky Ways and watching Ghost Watch and being completely and utterly freaked out, not sleeping that night. There are reports of pregnant women who were so freaked out they went into labor. According to the writer Stephen Volk, one lady actually called the BBC and demanded that the BBC pay for a replacement pair of pants for her husband because her husband got so scared while watching Ghost Watch, he crapped his pants. Now, you've got to keep in mind, this was 1992. This was pre-internet. It was a much simpler time. People weren't quite as, plugged in. People weren't quite as, jaded when it comes to this sort of thing. So clearly they were far more conditioned to buy into what was going on screen in Ghost Watch and take it very much at face value. Think of War of the Worlds, only, instead of being broadcast on radio, it's broadcast on television, and which makes it even more of a triumph. Like I said, this movie is a triumph on each and every level. I've seen the movie 3 times. It holds up each and every time. The spook house elements of the film are done so well. Then you have the whole sleight of hand of this is live and this is really happening. That's just pulled off so expertly. Actors from Ghost Watch had to go on BBC television to prove to people in the UK that it was all just for show, that they are alive and well. One of the young actresses who played one of the little girls tormented by this malevolent entity in the home, she actually had to go on a children's television show in order to tell the kids of the UK, it's fine. I'm here. I'm fine. The ghoul didn't get me. Everything is cool. It was all just an act to make sure all the kids in the UK who were scarred by this movie, to let them know that it was all just a movie, that it wasn't real. Oh, I cannot say enough good things about Ghost Watch. Go watch Ghost Watch. It's available right now to stream on Amazon Prime. If you're a Prime member, you can stream it for free. This is just a great movie. It's not just a great movie, it's also just a great, act of illusion and sleight of hand that again freaked out an entire nation. Now there is a remake of Ghost Watch out there. Skip it. You want the 1992 Ghost Watch? Go check it out. Again, I cannot say enough good things about this movie. Just a great movie. If you've seen Ghost Watch, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Join the $1 a Month Club and help support my channel on Patreon. Thank you to my current patrons, Kevin Smythe, Orc145626, B-Movie Mike, Robert Sobel, Turi Delamore, Stephen Flanagan, Lori Holt, Mitch Odell, Farron Sutton, Craig Farrand, Jeremiah Lambert, Grindhouse Grotto, Joseph Charlesworth, Chris Earls, Derek Jana, Demon Waffles, Simon Clark, Stone Gassman, Zachary Barton, Mr. Bibby 86, James Welch, Eli Geisler, Jeff Overing, Alan Scott, Kyle McGuire, Jay the Stingray, Lauren Dixon, Travis Davis, Dave Barnes, Jonathan Lundy, Chris Parsons, Chris Gonzalez, Trenton Bowser, and Jason Brattenbach. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.